Hi, thank you for getting my last name right. It doesn't happen often. Unfortunately, I'm not Ron, as you can tell, due to a sudden conflict. I know he's 6'4", I'm 6'1", so I'm close. Due to a sudden conflict of interest, Ron could not be here today. He's actually at site with government officials, showing them all of the progress that I'm going to be taking you through. All right. Oh, there we go. You got to give it a hard press. So here are some of the, here's our disclaimers, as I will be making some forward-looking statements during this presentation. Fruta del Norte is going to be the next major gold mine going into production, with first gold expected in Q4 of this year. We have a world-class, large, high-grade gold mine project that is fully funded and on schedule, with construction 65% complete. We also believe that there is significant exploration upside potential that exists, as Fruta del Norte is within a major mineralized trend. We are developing a world-class asset, and Fruta del Norte is truly unique. What makes this ore body so unique is how compact it is. The main area of reserves and resources that you see there is only 600 meters long by 300 meters high, and the width varies between 1 and 200 meters. That area right there contains our probable reserves of 5 million ounces, grading 8.74 grams per ton of gold. And that right there is only 67% of our probable reserves. We do think that there's potential to expand our reserves and resources, both within the main area and in that red area just to the south. We're hoping to start drilling that out shortly. Fruta del Norte is going to be the first major large-scale gold mine in Ecuador, and that compact ore body that I just showed you is going to give us a 15-year mine life, with average annual gold production expected to exceed 310 ounces during the first 13 years of production. The yellow line there is the grades we expect to achieve, and as you can see, we do hit some higher grade areas at the start, and then we level off around our probable reserves of 8.74. So not only are we going to be producing a significant amount of gold, but we're going to be doing it at a very low all-in sustaining cost of $583 per ounce. As you can see from this slide, our all-in sustaining is in the lower quartile when compared to gold producers globally. So this is where our underground advance was at the end of April, and total underground advance has gone very well. Our priority is getting across the ore body into the bottom of the fresh air vent raise and putting that in. We need the fresh air vent raise in order to ramp up to our full 3,500 ton per day capacity. The gray blocks there are transfer stope, and that's where how the mining method will predominantly be using. And the orange pockets that you see there are actually higher grade, but the ground conditions are not as good, so we intend to be using drift and fill there. A large part of why underground mining has gone so well is the fact that ground conditions have been better than expected and also drier than expected. Sort of to get to the ore body, we had to go 150 meters under a river and cross multiple faults, and all of them were dry, which was a great surprise for us. You can see that's sort of it's also, again, you can see from this how compact all of our development is for the life of mine. We're going to fill in a few more of those high areas. There you go. We have just as much going on above ground as we do underground, and here's a recent aerial view of our process plant, which is expected to start commissioning in Q3. The gray tunnel there that you see on the right is a coarse ore reclaim, and that leads to the grinding building. Behind the grinding building are the flotation cells, and then to the left of the grinding building is with the gold concentrate thickener. Further to the left there, you can see the CIL tanks, and sort of in front of those is the gold room. 70% of our production is going to be in a gold concentrate, and 30% of our production is going to be done as a gold doré. We've also got some other projects that are ramping up on schedule. We're building a 42-kilometer power line, which is 86% complete, and construction is also underway on a substation that will connect our power line to Ecuador's national grid. We also have a TSF that is progressing on schedule. This is going to be a big year for Lundin Gold. Our declines reach the ore body in Q1, and within the next few weeks, we hope to mine our first development stope. In the third quarter, we're going to connect to the national grid, we're going to finish our TSF, and we're going to commission our process plant, all of which is leading to first gold in Q4 of this year. And while we're not taking our foot off the gas pedal when it comes to building this project, we're also looking ahead as we see significant exploration upside potential within this land package. Fruta del Norte, which is just the red part at the north, is at the top of a 38 square kilometer structure called the Suarez Pull-Apart Basin. And this basin is one of the most prospective epithermal gold and silver structures in the world. Outside of Fruta del Norte, only 18 holes have been drilled in here. And so what we've done is we've identified some high priority drill targets, and we've outlined them here: Barbasco, Puente Princesa, and Gata Salvaje, and we expect to start a 6,000 meter drill program later this year. Lundin Gold's philosophy has always been that you need a social license in order to operate. We focus on local procurement, local hiring, and economic diversification. As at the end of April, 36% of our staff were from the immediate local communities surrounding the project. And we have a local procurement strategy in place. And this year, on average, we're spending $2.1 million per month buying as much as we can from local producers, such as produce from farmers. As you can see here, we have a strong shareholder base. Newcrest came on as a strategic investor a year and a half ago, and we've developed a great partnership with them. They've really brought great expertise to our board. They have 2 seats on our board, and we recently seconded one of their mine geologists. She's now working at site and is providing some great insight. We are called Lundin Gold, and so we do continue to receive lots of support from the Lundin family. And as well, we also have Orion Mine Finance, who did our actually first round of project financing in May 2017. Like Victoria Gold that was just ahead of me, we do expect a re-rate the closer we get to production. At the start of the year, we were valued at $227 on an enterprise value per gold reserve basis. And as we've continued to de-risk the project and get further into construction, we've moved to $319. We do expect a further re-rating the closer we get to first gold. And you see those 3 bars on the right, that's where we're hoping to trend to by the end of the year. Lundin Gold is building a leading gold company, with first gold expected in Q4 of this year. We have a world-class foundational asset in Fruta del Norte that has probable reserves of 5 million ounces, grading 8.74 grams per ton. Our project is fully funded, and CapEx is mostly committed at 84%. Our total underground advance is ahead of target, and we are on schedule and on budget with construction 65% complete. We're also starting to look at our future beyond Fruta del Norte and are beginning an exploration program in this underexplored mineralized trend later this year. Thank you all very much, and I believe I have time for some questions if there are any. All right, well, thank you all very much for your time.